What's going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Blackout, Under the Influence Take 2. And in case y'all don't know who Blackout is a very dope producer from Memphis, Tennessee, I believe. This is one of his few albums that was actually in the stores, and I managed to get this a while back. Alright, just didn't have the time to review it. And this is the real deal. And also, if y'all is unfamiliar with Blackout, I have to say he is one of my personal favorites of the producers in Tennessee, period. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he still is kind of unknown speaks a lot of volumes. He's the guy that produced Player Fly's classic track, Nobody Needs Nobody. And he produced a lot of Player Fly albums. If you heard Player Fly before, this man right here is like the main reason why his production game was on point. Alright, so anyway, this is the Under the Influence Take 2. If you haven't heard the Under the Influence Take 1, that's a classic, but that's another topic. Alright, so this album came out in 2000, and Blackout was the only producer who made the beats for the album, and the features were a lot of people, so I'm going to list them as I go down the track listings. Alright, so let's go with the songs. The first song is called The First Song. That's the actual name of the track. Let me zoom in a little bit. The First Song. Alright, and that features Terror, Low Gain, Peanut, Lil E, Juice, Eli, and Half Ounce. Alright, and this is a blazing ass track from these guys. The beat is bumping, and all of them come through with some dope verses. Juice, Eli, to me, came through with a hard verses there. I mean, all of them rip up, man. It's pretty much, this is a posse song. So if y'all remember, the first song is probably one of the best tracks off of the whole album, period. Alright, then down to Making Moves. This features Big O and Mac J. And this is a pretty solid track as well. They just talking about making ends in this game and doing what they could to, to survive and all that stuff. It's a really nice track. They come through with some solid vocals, not bad, and the beat is pretty nice. The next one I'm gonna go down to On My Mind. This is Blackout and Kino, and this is a pretty nice track. The beat is somewhat laid back with a little dark sound to it. They just talking about money on my mind, and they hustling and grinding and all that stuff. Kino comes through with a really nice verse on here. This is a pretty good track from him. Then Freestyle Session. This is Quinn. This is pretty much a freestyle. The beat is really nice, but the lyrics is okay. If you like freestyles, you would definitely love this one. Then the next one is Count Off. This features Snubnoze, and if y'all know who Snubnoze is, that's Juice and Eli. Be on the lookout for the Snubnoze album called Digital Gravel, which I'm going to get in the near future. I'm almost positively sure I'm going to get it. But this is a really dope track. Juice and Eli come through with some dope ass verses, and it has a nice sample of what's the song? 1, and here comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. I think it's the DOC, if I'm not mistaken. But the beat is really nice. Like I said, this is another dope ass track. Then down to Under the Influence. This features Degree, who is Jap, Snipe, and Fatal. Alright, and this is a really nice track from these guys. The beat sounds kind of rugged, and they come through with some dope lyrics. They're pretty lyrical, to be exact. This is another one of my personal favorites off of the album, and the beat is really nice as well. The next track is called Death to You. This features Terror and Gangsta Black. This is a dope ass track, man. This has a sample of Tupac on there. Death to you, player haters, don't let me find you. Can y'all guess what song that's from Tupac? May he rest in peace, by the way. The beat goes hard. It's kind of almost remind me of that cycle sounds that Blackout is known for. Terror comes through with a dope ass verse. Gangsta Black does a nice job as well, and that beat is bumping. And I love that sample from Tupac, man. I mean, that sample had me so hooked. I was hoping to never end, but you know how songs like this does. It has to end eventually. I think everyone should peep this song out as well. I'm gonna go down to Yin Yang. This features the Crooksters, which is a group of Slaughter, Mon Gotti, Mongo, Cousin Pete, and Lil Zed. This is another blazing ass track from these guys. That beat on here is insane, man. I love that. Like, that's how that tune goes on the beat. And I can almost guarantee you that y'all would probably love this track to death, man, because I know I do. Song goes hard. And all of them come through with some dope ass lyrics, dope ass verses on there. And I also have the Crooksters, Crooks in Our Own Way. Not the CD, but I downloaded it. I asked Blackout a while ago if he does have them. I think he said he does. I would love to cop that, man, if possible. But this is a banger, man. Y'all gotta peep this song out if y'all can find it on YouTube somewhere. I'm gonna go down to the last one called Tasha. This features Rocco, and Blackout is on this cut as well. This is a pretty funny song, man. They're talking about a girl named Tasha who is pretty much a groupie to these guys, man, and they talking about doing things with her and all that good stuff. And I actually like this track, man. The nice beat, and they laid down some pretty good verses there, talking about that type of content. That's all I'm going to review for this album here. For me, it don't take too much to hear Blackout because he's one of my favorite producers. To rate this out of a 10, I would give this a solid 8.25 out of a 10. If y'all heard Under the Influence Take 1, like I said before, that album is a straight up classic. I wish I can get the physical copy of this CD, of that CD from him, or even the cassette tape. But good luck with that. Like I said, it costs a lot of money now. But this one right here, I kind of get what Blackout was doing. He was trying to appeal to somewhat the mainstream, so to speak. He does have some dope cuts on there, don't get it twisted. But I can tell a lot of the songs on there he wanted to make for the clubs and all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to argue the fact. Take One had a lot of the darker cuts on there, and they just keeping it real. Like, to me, that was the earlier stages of crunk music, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. This one right here is like a pretty well-rounded album. And like I said, if you're a fan of Blackout or even a Memphis fan, I would highly recommend picking this thing up because it does have some tight-ass cuts on there. The songs that I mentioned, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure y'all will like them. So that's it, though. Shout out to your boy Blackout for coming out with a nice album. Shout out to all the features. And that's it. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right, peace out, guys.